Alright, so first, let's talk about buying Greenland. To start, let's just get this out of the way. I see this chart being posted nonstop, and even though there is truth to the fact that Greenland sits conveniently between the United States and Russia, that's not the full picture. So to get a full understanding of what's actually happening, let's begin with 1. National security. As of now, Greenland is home to a major US defense installation, with roughly 150 American troops stationed there, and it's considered a key early warning location for anything coming over the Arctic. However, Trump argues that this isn't enough, and that if Russia or China ever try to expand their influence on the region, the United States can't afford to be reacting after the fact. In his view, Greenland and Europe can't realistically defend it on its own without the help of the US government. So the choice is simple. Either the US takes over control now, or it risks watching rivals take over after the fact, which leads us to 2. Rare earth minerals. The fact is, Greenland currently holds one of the largest untapped reserves of rare earth minerals in the world, and that's needed to make everything, like electric vehicles, AI chips, and advanced electronics. Now, as of now, China largely dominates this sector, and they've mostly controlled what goes in and out of their own country. But if Greenland is acquired, that would give the United States mineral independence almost instantaneously, and would shift the power balance substantially. That also leads us to 3. Increased shipping routes. The thinking here is that if the United States had complete control, Greenland could be used as a strategic checkpoint for trade and military movement, especially as new Arctic routes open up. However, there is a problem. Greenland is currently a semi-autonomous territory under Denmark, and while the US has had a lot of military presence there for a long time, obtaining ownership would be a historic shift in international law and global world order. So yeah, Greenland is strategic, but the way you get it is when everything begins to completely fall apart. And that is what leads me to the ultimatum. On January 17th, Trump accused European allies of sending their troops to Greenland for purposes unknown. And in response to that, Trump announced a brand new phased tariff plan that would go into effect February 1st, not against our enemies, but against our European allies. Or in this case, he presented a 10% import tax that would soon be going into effect for Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, the UK, the Netherlands, and Finland. Then from there, if an agreement isn't reached by June 1st for the acquisition or purchase of Greenland, the tariff would increase from 10% all the way to 25%.